First, you had a tough opening weekend, obviously with 2 losses. How does it feel to kind of come back here and kind of hold serve, so to speak?
Well, I thought the opening weekend wasn't tough. Wouldn't be the word I used.
I just meant you were on 2.
Yeah, just losing 2 games. I thought the first night we were really good, played the way we needed to play, and I thought learning experience we didn't respond. We got loose the second night. When it was this weekend here, I thought coming back home we wanted to take care of business and give ourselves a chance, obviously, to get back to even here, and we did. Holding serve is important at home for us. We talked about it all week, but more importantly, we just talked about playing our style of play. And tonight, well, I thought the second period was the way we need to play. First and third, we were a little sloppy and not the same level we were by any stretch of imagination as we were last night.
And I was going to see by Grant, obviously he scored the first goal in the game here about 3 times now, I think, out of 4 home games. So
yeah.
What have you liked about what you've seen from him early in the season?
Well, I just think he's playing with good emotion. He's that type of player, right? And he's taken his game to another level with his stick skills and his he's got some chemistry there with the line they have, and so it's a great start for him. We're sitting here trying to figure out exactly when we'd have him eligible, when he'd be available for us, and he worked really hard. Kudos to him for his off season. Our medical staff and their training and that with him, with Tad and Jake, they did a phenomenal job with getting him prepared for the season. He's a motivated kid, but those 2 really did a fantastic job with Grant to get him at this level this quick. It's really phenomenal. Not what we expected. We thought it'd be a while coming, and he's been a pleasant surprise.
I was wondering, when you were recruiting him, were you expecting him to be a scorer, or was he more?
Yeah, he produced at a high level in junior, and we kind of thought he'd be someone that can play a utility guy in all the situations. That's what he does. First, a little bit on the penalty kill, but he's slid up now. You think maybe he'd be going to be a great depth guy, and all of a sudden he's a real good complementary player on the line with Nico Sturm. So I just think he's a player that makes your lineup longer and deeper because you can use him in a lot of areas.
And the defensive side too, is what you liked about what you saw this weekend, just to give up 3 total goals and one of them was a
I like Jake Cavley this weekend. I thought he was, he was really good at key moments last night in the Wisconsin game, and again tonight, when he makes the saves at the right time, that's when he's on his game. I thought he was really good and really calm. He made things look really clean this weekend, and that's usually when we know he's on. He gives confidence right through the whole team. I thought at times, tonight I thought we struggled in the power play the first period, but then there were at times I thought we had our movement. We had good movement last night on it, so hopefully it was a good step for us special teams this weekend. We gave up another 5-on-3 goal, but I did like our penalty kill last night and again tonight, and with a lot of pressure, I thought we made a good step.
First, I was going to ask you just about how it feels to be back after what happened to you last year. What's it like just to be back? Not even if you weren't contributing, how's it feel to be out there?
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, it's been a long 10 months since it happened, and just got a little bigger, stronger within the summer, and working with Jake and Tad and a good support staff really motivated me to get back as soon as possible. I mean, safely, but I'm here. So
I was curious, like in a typical day in the off season, how much time did you have to spend on rehabilitation kind of stuff? Like, it was an hour, how many hours maybe a day were you spending doing stuff to get ready?
Probably about 3-4 hours in the gym here, just within the lift and then rehab and cool down stuff, just properly take care of your body, and I mean, it seems to be paying off.
I was wondering too, at the start of it, is it something that's kind of painful to go through, like when you're first getting, recovering from it, or is it?
The first week was a little bit of torture, but you just kind of grind through that, and once you're good to go, you're kind of full speed ahead.
I was wondering too, as I saw Wood play tonight, you kind of went into the boards hard. Does it feel good in a way when you can do that and not have anything feel bad? Like, obviously nobody wants to go to the boards hard, but when you're coming off an injury, do you kind of like, okay, I can take it?
Yeah, no, exactly that. And even the first game versus Guelph back in the exhibition, once you get a few bumps and bangs on you, you're kind of feel more confident that you can do it, and you just kind of play that type of style of game, and that's pretty good for me. One
thing I did too is you've had a knack so far this year to kind of score the first goal of the game for Clarkson. Has that just been a kind of a coincidence, or
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, we try and get on teams early and stuff, but playing with guys like Nico Sturm and Jack Jacome is pretty good. I mean, they're all-around players, and just kind of being connected right now and find the back of the net.
Even though it didn't count, the exhibition goal too, like what did that do for your season, do you think, to get a goal that quick in the first exhibition game here?
It kind of boosts my confidence. I mean, like you said before, being off the ice for so long, and just kind of getting back in the swing of things and a good routine. It's always nice to get one early and try to boost the confidence.
First, I was just asking about the goal you scored tonight. What did you like about the way that play kind of worked out?
I mean, it was kind of a broken down play. I know Harold's had a good entry there, and then puck on the corner, and Dunn, super smart player, just found me in the slot, and pretty easy. Felt nice to get that one. after missing a few in the past few games, felt good to get the monkey off the back too.
In the past too, I mean, for a freshman, it's only his second or third game. What do you like about the pass he made for you?
Yeah, I mean, he's got great vision. He was a real smart player. So are all our freshmen. So it's nice to see him at ease out there, and I think he's getting better every game. So that's huge for us.
It looked like offensively, you guys are look similar to like last year's offense. So, I mean, you feel like you guys are playing. But as good as you could expect to be at this time.
Yeah. I mean, I think early on we got guys in different roles here. We're trying to step up, and it might take a few games to fit in, but we're doing a good job. We're playing with pace, and I mean, I think I said it all along during the summer. I think we're gonna have a really creative team, and it's starting to show. So it's exciting.
And after going 0-2 to start the year on the road, what was it like to kind of come home and take care of business and give yourself a chance next week to move up to 3-2?
Yeah, it's super big. You never want to start on the road 0-2, but we played a good team there in Penn State, so it felt nice to take care of business at home and have the first sweep of the season.
I was going to ask you about just first of all how I feel like what the defense has done so far this year, especially this weekend. What do you like about what you guys did?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was no secret we didn't play our best at Penn State. We did all right. We hung in there, but we really focused on breaking it out and D zone play all week, and I think it showed this weekend. I think the D core played all around well.
Do you feel like some of the veterans maybe have something to kind of prove to people who might be wondering how you guys will do without like Terrence and Kelly this year and stuff?
Oh, for sure. I mean, those guys, were studs, and guys like Schneids and Morrow and McCarthy, some of the guys that didn't get a big chance last year are playing a lot, and they're doing well.
What did I was just curious, like what did you kind of learn from watching them as you go into kind of maybe more of the role they had a year ago, being a leader on defense? Like what are some things you kind of picked up from how they handled it?
Yeah, I mean, they you got to take care of your end first before the offensive end, and that's what coach really wants. He wants us to take care of our end and then add to the rush instead of being the rush. So I think that's something I learned from both Kelly and Terrence.
Okay. And that was you mentioned Penn State, but they had a lot of shots and stuff. I know last year they had the same kind of number of shots against you guys, so it wasn't like you digressed in a way. I mean, was that just one of those teams that just takes a lot of shots, and even if you're playing good defense?
They throw it on net from everywhere, and we pre-scouted that coming in. I was proud of the way we played there too. Maybe not the second night, but it was a lot of the guys' first games, so we're happy with it.